So as I was going to say, lots of personal memories, but from a club perspective, what were the highlights for you that year?
Well, I think we had some of our junior members, Bailey Van Stein and Ben Van Stein. I believe Ben won gold on the boys' side, and Bailey won the bronze.
Yep.
And then they both went to Dartmouth, to Nova Scotia, to play on the Canadians.
That's
and
right.
I believe Bailey won the bronze there.
Yeah, she had a gradual progression, didn't she? I think she went from fourth to I'm forgetting now.
No, she won the silver.
She won the silver.
Scotia,
yeah, she went from fourth to bronze to silver in Dartmouth. That's right. Yeah.
So we're always proud of our juniors when they go and they play well.
Yeah.
Even when they don't. That the fact that they've got there.
And I think Bailey consolidated her place on the youth development squad that year as well by her performance in Dartmouth. So that was good for her.
Yeah. I think Martin Foxwell, who, while he doesn't play out of our district, he's a club member and a big supporter of the club through the men's singles tournament. He medaled at the provincial as well with his team, and he quite often does. He does well at those.
Yeah, they have a really good forwards team. So as you say, he did really well. And of course, it's our 110th anniversary that year.
It was, and we decided to do a few things to make it special. We decided to have the tournament and a dinner afterwards. So we looked at a few different possibilities, and we ended up going to the Mill. There was about 60 of us, I think, and we had lots of fun there. Lots of we did some fundraising and with a silent auction, and everybody had a great time, I think.
All right. Well, we'll just take a little break there, and I'll run some photos of that event where I think we also got displayed the 110th anniversary sign from the OLBA. And if I remember rightly, for some reason we ended up with 2.
Yeah, we must have been very good at applying, because we got 2 plaques, which was nice.
Okay, so we'll just run those photos and we'll be back in a moment. Okay, we're back again, and I find I'm saying this every video, but I think it's true to say once again there was some great bowling from all our members in 2017, whether it be at club level, Opens, provincial and national. And you also had a District 14 post that year. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what was involved there?
Sure, I was in my second year as first vice chair, so the main role there is to convene the various district playdown tournaments for the district, and so I think I did probably 2 or 3 tournaments that year, and I got to meet lots of nice people. And
you're obviously a bit of a glutton for punishment, because having finished with that, you're now an OLBA director. What does that entail exactly?
Well, someone nominated me to run for the OLBA board, and I still don't know who it was, but I decided to let my name stand, thinking I probably wouldn't be elected anyway, but at the end of the day, we were all acclaimed. There weren't enough people running, so...
Well, that's a surprise.
While I didn't get elected, I did end up on the board, and my role there has been, they gave me the governance role, so I'm involved in looking at all of the policies. The Safe Sport is a new initiative that's come down from Bowls Canada, so I've been involved in that. And I also did some privacy complaints and harassment complaint investigations. So
we won't ask you about that.
No, I couldn't tell you anyway, but it's like being back at work in a way. And then I was made chair of the recruitment committee to hire an executive director. So I've been busy, and we meet every month. We were meeting in person, but then we over the winter we went to teleconferencing because of travel and so on, and then of course now we're meeting by video conference because we can't travel either. So
yeah, it's a really difficult time for our sport, isn't it? And,
it is.
I think you and the OLBA generally have done a good job with help and guidance for the clubs, and hopefully it won't be too long in the distant future before we get out on these nice greens again.
Yeah, we're working hard on return to play protocols. There's been just a lot of information come down from Bowls Canada and the government. We're hopeful to get some information out soon that will allow us to maybe practice, maybe play later in the year. There is a tournament called the Draw to the Jack. That is a possibility, but that's down the road. It's we'll see. It's certainly our main focus at this point.
We'll get Nan's final thoughts in a moment, but first of all the 2017 tournament winners. The Coaches Cup, Maureen Randall, Janet Taylor and Helen Beaton. Spectacular Water Systems, Dave Jones, Eve Gorringe and Fran Marsh. James Gordon Open Men's Pairs, Ralph Stoffers and Carl Ferguson. In the Canada Day tournament, it was John Harisco, Gillian Snook and Ken Wren. In the anniversary tournament, Diane Lauder, Jerry Wilson and Norma Stoffers. Club singles, Bailey Van Stein and Carl Ferguson. An open mixed pairs, Pat Bylock and Bob Bates. Windmill tournament, Terry Sutcliffe, Diane Harisco and Melanie Duras. Club novices, Bill Bickle and Steve Haslam in his last year. Sadie Hawkins, Arnold Bowman, Helen Beaton and Pat Bylock. And in the mixed triples in Whitby, myself, Pat Bylock and Bob Bates. So finally, Nan, before we finish, do you have any outstanding memories or one outstanding memory that you'd like to share with us from 2017?
Well, it was a great year, I thought, and we didn't host any provincials, so it wasn't too difficult a year. I think Steve mentioned he was thrown into a provincial his first year, but we did do the celebration of our 110th anniversary. We got some new signs, some new banners, and I think the thing that sticks in my mind is the updating of our club logo, modernizing the logo to today's version that we have, and I think our players are wear it proudly in competition and have since, and it gave us a little bit of recognition, I think, when we go out to the different clubs.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
I know it's nice to keep the tradition, but sometimes you just need to make those little changes to keep up to date with things.
Yeah.
Anyway, Nan, thanks for sharing your memories with us. Thanks for all the work that you've done for the club over the years. I mean, basically, without people like you devoting your time and energy, we wouldn't have such a successful club. So, once again, thank you. I appreciate you giving up your time. I expect you probably have less spare time than some of us with all your OLBA work, but thanks anyway.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, that's it, folks. That's it for 2017. Thanks for watching again, and keep sharing and liking these videos. And as always, stay safe.